So now we deal with perpendicular lines. And again, just like in parallel lines, it is the gradient that we are most concerned with. This gradient here is what we're concerned with. But unlike parallel lines, where the gradients are the same, in perpendicular lines, when we multiply the gradients together of two lines, we multiply those gradients, the answer has to be -1. So you need to keep going, looking at it, going, what can I multiply the gradient by to get -1? And when we did this in class, we said, if I multiply 3 by -1/3, 3 times -1 is -3, and -3/3 is -1. Or if I've got a half, if I multiply that by -2, then -2 times 1 is -2/2, and that gives me -1. Knowing that, we can find the equation of a line that's perpendicular to y is equal to 3x minus 1 that has a y-intercept of 2 in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. 2 is going to be our c value in this equation. So we've already got the c value. Y is equal to mx plus 2. Now what I've got to find is this m value, this gradient. And if the line is perpendicular to y is equal to 3x minus 1, then when I multiply their gradients, 3 times what is going to give me -1. Because perpendicular lines, when we multiply the gradients, we get -1. So 3 times what is going to give me -1. And when I started, we saw that 3 times -1/3 is equal to -1. So our gradient in our new line that we're trying to find, determine the equation of the line, the gradient is going to be this -1/3. So there we go. Y is equal to -1/3x, and our y-intercept was 2. If y is equal to 4x plus 2, it's perpendicular to y is equal to ax plus 7. Find a. So I'm given the equation y is equal to ax plus 7. I'm looking for this a value, and it's a line that's perpendicular to y is equal to 4x plus 2. So if it's perpendicular, when I multiply the gradients, I get the answer of -1. So 4 times what gives me -1, because it's perpendicular to this line. And 4 times -1/4 is equal to -1. So a must be -1/4 because the lines are perpendicular. So the equation of this other graph would be y is equal to -1/4x plus 7. And those are perpendicular lines.